Today we're going to talk about the S. When we do our capital S, we start just below the solid top line. We go up to the solid top line, we go down, we start to curve, almost to make a 2, but then we keep curving and then come back up. When we make an S with our bodies, we take our hands and put them out. We curve our middle section, we bend our knees. Okay, just make knees. Today we're going to talk about sight words and words that start with S. The first one is splash. When you splash, you make a liquid fly up in the air. This girl can splash the water. Stare. When you stare, you look at something for a very long time. These chess players are staring at each other. Sort. When you sort, you put things in groups. We sort in math. They sorted these blocks into colors. Seal. Seal. Sock. Social studies. Social studies is when we talk about our respecting and responsibilities and community and history. Those are all part of social studies. Size. The amount of space an object takes up. This is a bigger egg than this. It has a bigger size. Stamp. When you send a letter, you put a stamp on it. Solid. Solid. A kind of matter that keeps its shape. A solid. My beverage moves around in the container. It is not a solid. But if I tried to put my stapler, which is solid, it wouldn't go in there. But I could put water in this or the liquid that's already in, and it would move around. If I put a solid thing in, it would keep its shape. The container, the cap, is a solid shape. Similar. When things are the same in ways, but not exactly the same. So these two birds are similar, but they're not exact. Saturday and Sunday. We have Sunday starts the week. We have Saturday that ends the week. Sunday, Saturday. They both end in that day. All the words of the week end with day. D-A-Y. Sunday. I can break it up. Sunday. Science. When we use our goggles, our magnifying glasses, our tweezers, and all the other materials, and we investigate, we are doing science. Sound. It's what we hear with our ears. It's also the energy transferred by an object vibrating in the air. So when we bang on a drum, that sound is carried through the air. Stem. A stem is the main part of the flower or plant that is above ground. So it keeps it straight up. It helps the flower part of the flower or plant stay upright and get the nutrients it needs. Smooth. Smooth. The smooth scarf felt good when it rubbed against your fingers. Smooth. Something that is even without wrinkles or bumps. Smooth. That's a silk. Season. We're going to be talking about that this week. Season. A time of the year. A year is 4 parts. So we have summer, fall, winter, spring, and then spring turns into summer, and then summer turns into fall, fall turns into winter, winter turns into spring, and it just keeps going back around. It's 4 parts. Spring. Spring is the season between winter and summer. Snow's melting, and some places receive a lot of rain. We do have a lot of rain. Snow or snowing. Snow is frozen ice crystals that fall as white flakes. So snow, when it's laying on the ground and it's done falling, it's snow. When it is snowing, it's actively falling from the sky. Sunflower is a kind of plant. Seed, or because there's many of them, seeds, the small part of the plant that drops to the ground and starts a new plant. We can plant a seed in the dirt to grow a new plant. Soil, dirt or ground in which we plant seeds. So we take the dirt and we plant the seeds inside of it, and it can grow a plant like a sunflower. Our senses, we have smell, which we use our nose. The sense we use to smell things, we smell with our noses. She's smelling the apple. Sight, the sense we use to see things. We see with our eyes. Does anyone else know the other senses? We have the sense of smell. We have the sense of sight. Touch. Taste. Hearing. The senses, the ways part of our bodies tell us what the world is like. The 5 senses are sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Sunlight, light that comes from the sun. Snow, frozen water that falls from the clouds. Here's another one. This is snow. Remember, when it's snowing, it's actively falling. When it's just lying on something, it's snow. Summer, the season with warm weather and the longest days. During the summer's hot weather, many people spend time at the beach. It is important to be safe in the heat. Drinking plenty of water and protecting the body from too much sun. She's wearing a sun hat to protect her face and her body from the sun. There's the sun. The light from the sun warms the desert days. The bright yellow ball in the sky that shines during the day. The sun is a star. It's no different than any of the other stars that we see in the sky, except that it's the closest star we have. That's why it's so big, because it's so close to us. All the other stars are way far away, so they seem a lot smaller, but they are made up of the same things. Slippery. If something is slippery, it is hard to hold onto. This road looks slippery, so they'd have to drive very carefully on it. Sand, tiny grains of rock worn away from large rocks. Dirt and sand are 2 separate things. Dirt is made out of, or soil is made out of particles from plants and animals and all sorts of stuff. Sand is tiny shells and rocks that are crushed up. Sprout, a tiny little plant that comes out of the ground. When plants are first growing and they first stick out, they are a sprout. September. September is a month in our year. Here's the 5 senses again. This one actually tells us where they are. Sight, we hear with our eyes. There's that label. Sound, we hear with our ears. Taste, we taste with our tongue. We smell with our nose, and we touch with our hands. Scales. Fish have scales, the kind of body covering fish and snails have. Snakes. These little bumps, those are the scales. The number 7 starts with S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Square. Square is a 2-dimensional figure. Now, square as 2-dimensional. When we have a cube is made out of squares, but a cube is a 3-dimensional shape. Soup. A liquid meal that sometimes has chunks in it, some doesn't. This is tomato soup. Salad. Salad. Sometimes it has just veggies, sometimes it has other things. Stir. When you stir something, you move it around with a spoon. This woman is stirring red sauce, or maybe it's a soup. Sturdy. When something is sturdy, it is strong and solid. This ladder is sturdy He is okay, he'll be safe when he goes up to it. But just in case, there's somebody else there to hold on to it, so it will be extra sturdy. Search. When you are looking for something. This man is searching for something under the cushion. Scared. When you are scared, you are, sorry. If you scare something, you make it afraid. Something on TV is scaring these children. Scared. Sway. A swaying is in the breeze. It moves gently back and forth. We can sway with our bodies. We gently move back and forth. I'm not doing this. That's not swaying. But if I gently move back and forth. Stray. An animal that does not have a home. Spoon. Sidewalk. A place to walk on the side of the street. It is often made of cement. If I ride my bike on the sidewalk on a sunny day, I can never ride far enough to get away from my shadow. So there's the sidewalk, this part right here. Scale. A scale is a way to measure weight. So this scale, you put the stuff on, and then the dial turns to tell you how heavy it is. We also have scales that have two sides where you can compare things. Separate. When you separate something, you keep it apart from other things. These children are separating things into bins. Supermarket. A supermarket is like a big grocery store. It has many different foods or items that you can buy. Scrub. When you scrub something, you rub something clean. She's scrubbing the floor. Straight. This line is straight. It doesn't curve. It goes straight down. It goes down. You can use a ruler to make a straight line, a line with no curves. Start. When you play a game, you start at the beginning. S-T-A-R-T. That's where you start. It means first. Sad. This girl is sad. She is feeling down. She's not happy. Sister. A girl child in the family with more than one child. So if you only have one child, like my daughter, she is not a sister because she does not have any brothers or sisters. She's just one child. But if you have a brother, if you're a girl and you have a brother or a sister, you are a sister. If you are a boy and you have a girl as your other sibling, then that is your sister. If it's a boy, it's a brother. Scatter. To scatter is to go away quickly in different directions. Also, you can, if you drop a bunch of stuff and they go everywhere, that's scattering. Stairs. Sparkly. When something shines or glistens, it is sparkly. Stop. When you do not want to move or to quick or not to do something anymore. Quit or not to do something anymore. So you just stop. You don't do it anymore. Spider. Spiders help people because they eat insects and other pests. The silk they make cannot be used for clothing, but it is used in some optical instruments. So they actually do use the string from spider webs in some mechanical things. A solution. Now there's two different words, meanings to that word. Solution can be you solve a problem. It also is a mixture that contains at least one solution, one part of a property. So in my thing, there is a solution in here. It has sugar, it has water, it has orange dye. It's a solution. Street, a road in the city or town on which cars, trucks, and buses travel. So this is the street. Right here is the sidewalk. Squeeze. When you squeeze something, you press it hard onto it. This person is squeezing the orange, squeezing the juice out. Snake. The eastern blue indigo snake is the largest snake in North America that is not venomous. This reptile can be as long as 8.5 feet. Snake. Slice. A slice is a piece of something.